Good day everyone, I'm Teacher Justin and let's talk about factor theorem. So, kailan ba natin ginagamit yung factor theorem? We use factor theorem if we want to identify if our given binomial is a factor of our polynomial function. So, factor theorem is like remainder theorem. Pero instead of finding the remainder, ang hinahanap natin dito is we are checking if we will end up with 0 when we substitute the value of x of our binomial to our polynomial function. Okay, let's have this example. Let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial. So, ang first step natin is we will copy our binomial and equate it to 0. Okay. Then, let's solve for the value of x. So, lipat natin si negative 5 to the other side, changing the sign. The value of x is equal to 5. Tapos, ang gagawin natin next is for us to change the value of x of our polynomial by 5. So, substitute natin. We will have 5 cubed minus 5 squared minus 17 times 5 minus 15. Tapos, let's simplify each term. So, we will have 5 cubed is 125. Tapos, 5 squared is 25. Since may negative dito, it will be negative 25. Tapos, negative 17 times 5 will be negative 85. Tapos, bring down natin si negative 15. Now, let's combine them. 125 minus 25 minus 85 minus 15. That will give us a total of 0. So, since nag-end up tayo with 0, we can say that x minus 5 is a factor of the polynomial x cubed minus x squared minus 17x minus 15. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Let's have the second item. Let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. Okay. So, ang first step natin applying factor theorem is for us to equate our binomial to 0. So, x plus 2 is equal to 0. Then, ang susunod nating step is for us to solve for the value of x. So, lipat natin si positive 2 to the other side, changing the sign. X is equal to negative 2. So, we will now have the value of x. Nagagamitin natin in replacing all the variable x in our polynomial function. So, we change x by negative 2. So, lahat ng variable x sa polynomial natin magiging negative 2. So, we have the cube of negative 2 minus 3 times the square of negative 2 minus 4 times negative 2 plus 12. Now, let's simplify each term. So, we have the cube of negative 2 is negative 8. Negative 3 times the square of negative 2. So, negative 2 times negative 2 is 4. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Negative 4 times negative 2 is positive 8. Tapos, kopyahin natin si 12. Now, let's combine them. So, negative 8 minus 12 plus 8 plus 12, that will give us 0. And since our p of negative 2 is equal to 0, we can say that x plus 2 is a factor of our polynomial function x cubed minus 3x squared minus 4x plus 12. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. So, gagamit tayo dito ng factor theorem to identify if this binomial is a factor or not. So, ang first step natin sa factor theorem is for us to equate the binomial to 0 and then solve for the value of x. So, lipat natin si negative 1 sa kabila. Change the sign. That will be equal to 1. Then, let's replace all variable x na nakuha natin dito sa ating polynomial function by 1. So, we have p of 1 is equal to, so palitan natin lahat ng variable x by 1. So, 2 times 1 cubed minus 3 times 1 squared minus 8 times 1 minus 3. Now, let's simplify each term. So, we will have 2 times 1 cubed, that will be 2. Negative 3 times 1 squared, that will be negative 3. Negative 8 times 1 will be negative 8. Then, bring down lang natin si negative 3. Now, let's combine them. 2 minus 3 minus 8 minus 3. That will give us negative 12. So, since p of 1 is not equal to 0, then we can conclude that x minus 1 is not a factor of our polynomial function 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 8x minus 3. And that's it! Ta-da! Alright, let's have this item. Let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. So, gagamit tayo dito ng factor theorem. So, ang first step natin is for us to equate our binomial to 0. Then, let's solve for the value of x. So, lipat natin si negative 3 to the other side. Changing the sign, we have x is equal to 3. So, let's use the value of x and replace all variable x in our polynomial function by 3. So, we will have the cube of 3 plus 11 times the square of 3 plus 15 times 3 minus 27. Now, let's simplify each term. So, we have the cube of 3, which is 27. The square of 3, which is 9, times 11 will be 99. 15 times 3 will be 45. And negative 27 will still be negative 27. Now, let's combine them. That will give us a total of 144. Now, since our p of 3 is not equal to 0, then we can say that x minus 3 is not a factor of the polynomial x cubed plus 11x squared plus 15x minus 27. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. So, ang gagawin natin dito is we're going to apply factor theorem. So, ang first step natin sa factor theorem is to get the binomial and equate it to 0. Tapos, let's solve for the value of x. Transfer natin si negative 3 to the other side. It will now be 2x is equal to 3. Then, divide both sides by 2. So, we will have the value of x, which is equal to 3 over 2. Now, ang susunod nating step is for us to replace all variable x by the value of x 3 over 2. So, 3 over 2. Palitan natin lahat ng variable x by 3 over 2. That will be 3 times the cube of 3 over 2 minus 5 times the square of 3 over 2 minus 16 times 3 over 2 plus 12. Now, let's simplify each term. So, we will have the cube of 3 over 2 times 3 will be 81 over 8. Then, negative 5 times the square of 3 over 2, that will be negative 45 over 8. Then, negative 16 times 3 over 2. Let's simplify this. This will give us negative 24. Tapos, kopyahin lang natin si 12. So, let's combine them from left to right. That will give us negative 105 over 8. Now, since our p of 3 over 2 is not equal to 0, then we can conclude that 2x minus 3 is not a factor of 3 square root of 3 minus 5x squared minus 16x plus 12. And that's it! Ta-da! Alright. Okay, let's determine if the given binomial is a factor of the given polynomial p of x. So, gagamit tayo dito ng factor theorem. So, ang first step natin pag gagamit tayo ng factor theorem is to get the binomial 2x minus 1 and equate it to 0. Tapos, let's solve for the value of x. Lipat natin si negative 1 sa kabilang side. Changing the sign, we will have 2x is equal to 1. Then, let's divide both sides by 2 to isolate our variable x that will be equal to 1/2. Now, after getting the value of x, we will replace all variable x dun sa ating polynomial function by 1/2. So, let's replace. We will have 6 times the cube of 1/2 minus 41 times the square of 1/2 plus 31 times 1/2 minus 6. So, let's simplify each term. So 6 times the cube of 1/2 will be 3 over 4. Negative 41 times the square of 1/2, that will give us negative 41 over 4. Okay, tapos 31 times 1/2, that will be 31 over 2. And then, bring down lang natin si 6. Let's combine them. So, we will have 3 over 4 minus 41 over 4 plus 31 over 2 minus 6. That will give us 0. So, since our p of 2 is equal to 0, then we can say that 2x minus 1 is a factor of 6x cubed minus 41x squared minus 31x minus 6. And that's it. Ta-da! Alright. And that is it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, recommendations, suggestions for my next video, please leave them in our comment section below. Share this video and subscribe. And for more videos like this, you can go to my channel, Teacher Justin. And that is it for today. Again, I'm Teacher Justin. Goodbye, God bless, and stay safe. See you on my next video. Peace.